All right. Good morning. Mm, we have ourselves a bottom in crude oil. This is what a bottom looks like. Break below 65, violent break, I should say. If you look at a 1 minute chart, look at that. In 5 minutes, we sold off $3, bought back, and now we are starting to rally. So it's time to increase the size on the crude oil position. We're going to be getting into
order partially filled. Order filled.
More of these 67.5 calls. Now, delta wise, we're still not actually that large of a position. So we added 5, added 2 at 0.18 and 4 at 0.27. Let me double check that. So this is, yeah, and we also sold one in the night session at 110. So we have an open loss in this position right now of minus $619, I believe. I'll have to do the math later, but that's what the system is telling me. Nice to be able to do paper trading. So it makes things easier in terms of calculations. So we now have a position size of 8, which is a delta at current levels of about 1.35 positions. All right. So just wanted to come on and update that trade. Again, this is consistent with what we would see with a bottom. I didn't see any news flow as to why we sold off $5 in 3 hours, but this is what a bottom looks like. Now, you can't be going off of these charts, right, when the 4-hour chart is still in play, but this 30-minute chart is pretty conclusive in my mind. We had a 90,000 lots trade in 30 minutes. That's the highest volume 30-minute bar that we've had in this contract, in the life of the contract. We probably will have the highest hourly volume, and it's on a reversal at this point, a reversal doji. Now anything can happen in the next 19 minutes, but it's not unlikely at this point that we have seen a bottom in crude. So now the question is, do we snap back enough in a day to make these options pay? One other thing, I mentioned this yesterday, the major concern with this trade is that there's a great deal of gamma heading into tomorrow's close, and dealers have to aggressively offload their positions. That is a risk, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. I think this trade continues to get stronger in my mind. Again, I guess one thing that I really like about this chart setup is just how much relative strength it came from. And generally speaking, when you have this sort of setup where the 50-day is so much above the 200-day moving average, you're going to see some sort of retracement like this. It's not even a commentary on the long-term strength of crude, which, by the way, I do think I still hold that it's likely that crude recovers and goes higher. Right? We're in a state of panic. The market's in a state of panic right now, and it's hard to kind of hold on to your hats when the market's panicking. But you gotta take the long view, in the sense that anything can happen from here. We could have OPEC do something. We could have Powell walk back his comments about tightening faster. We could have Omicron turn into something that's not such a bad thing. There's all sorts of things that can cause chop, right? And the idea is that chop is going to work in our favor, because we're so oversold at this point that the chop is going to work in our favor. All right, I will leave it there. But just remember, I do think that the idea of crude being at $150 or $200 is still in play. It's the furthest thing from people's minds right now. But remember, just 3 weeks ago, we were in an extremely tight market. And I think we see at the very least a bounce, reflecting those fundamentals. All right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.